Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shalima and today I want to give you my takes on such a hot topic which is can you speak English without grammar? Can you speak good English without grammar and without learning grammar rules intentionally? And I'll tell you right away, this is not my case. I have learned grammar separately and intentionally. And I don't have an intention to speculate on this topic. But I do have some thoughts that I want to share you. And I think that it is very much possible for a non-native speakers to speak good English without learning grammar rules. But when I say not learning grammar rules, I mean not to sit and memorize and drill them. I don't mean ignore the rules. Here's the thing, if you asked just some random speakers about tenses, all those grammar rules, how to ask questions, auxiliary verbs, phrasal verbs, and words order in those, they would probably just tell you back off. So guys, here are the things. If you ask just someone random speakers about tenses, they are teachers and you don't need to know how to explain all these things and learn them by heart. You are a teacher, I think that you have to understand them and not to be able to use them naturally without even thinking. So do native speakers speak perfectly grammar? Yes, absolutely correct. Every language there is a literally language that you can find only in books. There are rules for writing and formal writing. When you are writing an essay for college, you want to stick to the rules of formal writing, I think so, and you have to know grammar for that. But when you are texting someone or writing a post on Instagram, you don't want to be too formal, all right? You want to it to be casual, all right? And that is an informal spoken language, and it's the way that people communicate, and sometimes they use phrases that they are grammatically incorrect, because how many times have you heard from native speaker this is the way people speak? Yes, it is grammatically incorrect, but when you say this phrase grammatically correct, it sounds weird to us, too formal. Now think about yourself and your native language. I bet that you don't know how to explain a lot of grammar rules, and I bet that you don't even know a lot of about them, and yet still you don't have a problems with expressing yourself. You may not even the grammatically correct sometimes, but I think that has not a problem. All right? Yes, of course. We and native speakers of English went to school and have learned all these things a long time ago. They haven't learned grammar rules, but yet they can speak English. And they do speak English, and sometimes pretty good English for their age. Why? Because I think first they listen a lot, second they are very attentive, and third they actually speak. They don't give a damn about their mistakes, and they just want to express themselves. All right, and then sometimes they speak non-stop, like my sister, for example. She can repeat one word like 30 seconds in row and then another one. And my fourth point is that they mimic others all the times by repeating exact words, and they hear and they using all of they have heard when they need and want to say something. So guys, at the most important thing is that they are exposed to the language. Yes, they are not always grammatically correct every time. Neither are adults, even though they learn all these grammar rules, or and they are actually scientific confirmation that the spoken language differs from written language. It has to do something with the brain and the speed of processing information. So when we are right, we have time to think about the grammar and to find a way to express our thoughts in the best way possible. I'm not going to go into the details, because I'm not a scientist, and you can find this information if you want. If you hate learning grammar rules, then I think you have to think of yourself as a child and do a couple of things. If you are like me and you don't live in English, speaking country, then you have to create this environment for yourself, like immerse yourself in the language. All right, like literally start listening and watching everything in English. All right, and follow some on social media who post in English, some native speakers, and this is the first thing that you want to do. All right, you have to be surrounded by self, you have to be soaking it all up. And guys, this is extremely important to repeat what you are hearing a lot all the time and then using what you heard in your speech. If you don't want to dig into grammar rules, and if you don't have anyone to ask how to say something, you have to look it up. And it may be enough for you knowing that in the situation you have to say this is. And then of course, speaking and using a language, you are going to have to do this all the time, and no days off, no excuses. This is like crucial, important. If you do live, if you do live in an English speaking country, then it's a lot of easier to you. And there are so many ways you can do this. I mean, find people to talk to. And I can say I have talked about this a lot, and a lot of my previous videos that you will be give you a link somewhere above my head, and those videos where you can find information in description boxes to those videos, so it is very much impossible. I know so many examples when teenagers moved to an English speaking country, and in a couple of years they picked up the language. And when I asked how did you do it, they the usual answer of those success stories, because let's face the truth, not everyone successful in this. All right, so the answer I just made from friends. Try to be social as possible, as communicated, so your main go to things will be attentive listening, repeating, communicating, and immersion. Like you have to surround yourself, like listen carefully a lot. There has to be very massive input, and reproduce what have you heard, and actually use a language. The point is in taking action. Now guys, I'm not encouraging anymore not to learn grammar. So guys, I'm personally very curious person. I'm always want to know why and the point, and I'm willing to do sit and do my researches. And it's not like learn grammar by heart. I try to understand it. I'm always correct? No. Do I know everything? I don't think that it's possible. I'm simply speaking from my experience, because the more you use the language, the more questions you have, and you are trying to find the answers to those questions. And when you communicate with people, when you make mistakes, when you are in those awkward situations, of course you want to know how to say correctly. All right, and you're starting to educate yourself. This is kind of inevitable. In the beginning you do this a lot, but less and less over the time. All right, so I think guys, you found this video very helpful. If you found this video very helpful, so please give thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and share my videos with your friends. So thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.